Action. Right, George, so you've brought your Jeep Wrangler in and we've done it for you.
Yep.
Now, the reason we're shooting this interview is this morning you told me that I did a Heritage 90 for you, wasn't
That's
it?
correct,
Yeah,
Chris,
some
about-
time ago.
8 years ago.
8 years ago,
Yeah.
right? And you sold it recently? When did you sell
Not recently, I sold it after about 3 years. Wish I hadn't, but I did.
Yeah.
And
So you sold it 3 years after I'd done it?
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
And it was as good as the day it was done.
Yeah.
And I put the fact of being before and after in the advert, and
Yeah.
people who came to see it just couldn't believe how good it was underneath.
Yeah.
Good as the day it was done.
Yeah. And do you think the fact that you put it in the advert, do you think that, you know, that sold it quickly, or?
I think it did. I wouldn't say necessarily I could secure a higher price because it was a sort of going rate really, but the fact that I had this before and after, it meant that people with peace of mind, they knew it was doing well, looked after and protected them. So
Yeah.
that's why I went that way.
So it went very quickly.
It did.
And you attribute that partly to the fact that it was before and after.
I would say so.
Yeah.
That's why I put back that was
So yeah, so you've had this one done again, and yeah. Oh, that's great. Okay, so right, well, we'll see you when you get the next car then.
a 110.
It's going to be a 110.
It's a
Okay,
110.
yeah, you're going to have it clean teched.
I hope so, yeah.
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 Great. Okay. All right. See you then.
Okay, thanks Chris.
Okay. Right, well this is Paul Burt, my customer who's come back to have this lovely G4 Challenge 110 done. I've just done a check sheet on it and there isn't a mark on it. But anyway, you're a returning customer, aren't you, Paul?
Yes, I had a 90, a J registration 90 done about 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah. And when did you sell it?
About 2 years ago.
About 2 years ago. So it was about four years after I'd done
Yes,
it.
I think it was 3 or 4 years after you'd done it.
Yeah. And what was it like when you sold it?
Underneath, immaculate condition still.
Perfect, yeah.
Yeah.
And what was it like when I did it? Was it quite an old one? Was it a bit rusty?
There was some surface rust on it when you did it, but
Yeah.
to be fair, after you'd done it, it looked an awful lot better.
Yeah.
And when I sold it, it looked better than it did when
Yeah.
I brought it in here,
Yeah.
sort of four years earlier.
Yeah. So you reckon you got your money back?
I would say at least my money back.
At least, yeah.
Yeah.
So you think you probably got more than your money
Yeah,
back?
yeah.
Yeah. Because you
Because
probably saved on repairs, probably. Do you think?
Almost definitely on repairs, but it's just the fact that when somebody sees a vehicle that looks immaculate underneath,
Yeah.
they don't really bother looking elsewhere on the vehicle and
Yeah.
knocking you down.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So you think.
So I think it was worthwhile.
Yeah. So you got a much better price for it.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Great. Okay. Right. Well, let's crack on with this one. Okay. That'll do, John.